Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry if you hear the fan going on in the background. We haven't had power all day, so it was really hot in here, so the fan's going to be going on while I'm doing this video. And that's probably why I look a little red. We had no power all day from about to 11 o'clock this morning, so yeah, it's just been hot in this fucking thing all day long. But today we're not going to talk about the heating situation. We are going to talk about, hold on, let me grab it for you. Today we're going to be talking about Dark Shadows, the movie with Johnny Depp. I have not the complete series, but a DVD of collection of episodes from the original series. I don't have the original one. They've remade this series a couple times, but this is the feature film that Tim Burton directed. Stars Chloe Grace Moretz, Johnny Depp, Michelle Pfeiffer, Helena Bonham Carter, a whole bunch of other actors in here. But yeah, really fun movie. At least it's just a guilty pleasure for me. It's really not liked if you're a fan of the actual series. It's not liked. My friend Doc has some opinions about it. But I always thought it was a guilty, fun pleasure movie. I watched this one day. I was really young. This was when I used to have cable. I don't have cable anymore. But when they would come on, I forgot, like Cinemax and it would Cinemax and all those other movies channels they used to have to pay for. It would come on there, and I would watch it. I would watch that, and I'd watch that and Magic Mike. Gay! But we're not going to talk about Magic Mike. But anyway, today we're going to talk about this. I'm going to watch this movie. I already started it. I got the idea after I was putting it in. I was like watching it and everything. I was like, I'll just do a video about this. This is a guilty pleasure of mine. So yeah, watch the movie, of course, and then I'll tell you about it at the end of the video. So hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, I'm going to watch Dark Shadows.
My name is Barnabas Collins. 2 centuries ago, I made Collinwood my home. My love. Until a jealous witch cursed me, condemning me to the shadows. What have you done? For all time.
So we're about halfway through the movie, and we're after all the scene where they figure out that he's a vampire, and she shows them all the stuff, and they start rebuilding their little fishing operation in town. And like I said, and I've said it before, this movie, although not great, and I acknowledge that it's not great, probably not a great adaptation of the show, it still has a great soundtrack. There's some awesome, like really good looking shots in the movie, and I just think it's just a fun movie. I know not everybody would like it, but like I said, there's just a little, I think there's a couple things that might be different from the show. They have same ones, like Angelique is part of the show, Barnabas Collins. All those people. Like I said, I think Johnny Depp could have been a good job. I think it might have just been the script that he was given. He's sort of a fish out of water, because he was, he was living in the, the 1800s, or the early, 1700s, or whenever the movie takes place, after many years. And he's sort of living in this, modern time, and it's an interesting story. Yeah, maybe people might say it's goofy or hokey or whatever, but he's kind of living in a modern time, which that's how people would be. He would be like, he has a comment in the movie about a woman doctor, and the family just the mom just sort of blows it off, saying that, oh, he's in England, they don't have very many female doctors, because obviously they didn't have female doctors in the 1700s, like when he was living in, so yeah, it's just sort of a timepiece. The movie, like, it's very 70s. Like, there's the good soundtrack, like the 70s music, also the vehicles. The movie's very, let's say, dark, but they sort of I think they live in upstate New York. Maybe not New York. They live in a northern part of the United States, and so maybe there might be rainy and drab and stuff like that. So yeah, it would make sense for the movie to be very dark, but it's also a Tim Burton movie. That's kind of like his staple. So, but yeah, no, I really dig the movie, and I'll tell you my final thoughts at the end of it.
You may strategically place your wonderful lips upon my posterior and kiss it repeatedly.
What if I made you love me?
With what a spell.
With this.
I must admit, they have not aged a day.
Alright, so that was the end of the movie, and now it's raining. So you got the air conditioning on, and it's raining outside. So we might be yelling at the camera. But yeah, the movie's over, and I still love it. Like I said, it's not great, of course, but it's just been a guilty pleasure fun for me. The sets, there's some really cool looking shots in the movie, like the scene where he turns to a vampire, and it's sort of like a silent film era kind of way of expressing himself, like he's going through this horrible transformation into a vampire. There's some really cool shots in this movie. Like I said, music is really great. Writing, not so much. And they have some fun battle scenes. Now, people say it's like some useless CGI they use at the end, but it's just all part of the quirky fun. Tim Burton's known now for using his CG effects for his stuff, and you know, it's cheaper, it's whatever. But I hope they don't do a bunch of crappy CG for the new Beetlejuice movie that's apparently coming out. But yeah, like I said, the movie is fun, harmless, and I think for people who just want to watch a movie about a vampire that's, you know, an old property that they've never heard of, like, oh, Dark Shadows, this might interest them in wanting to check out the original series. And if they think the original series is better, that's great, you know. But I think there's a little bit of love that went into this movie. The original actor is in the movie. He comes in a cameo where they're having their big party, and he does make a little small cameo. He's since passed away since the movie is released. I think he passed away like 2017, I believe. But yeah, no, it's just a fun period piece movie about a vampire. And if it didn't have the Dark Shadows name, I think people wouldn't give it as much crap as they would, but I don't know. I really like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like this movie? Do you hate it? Do you like the series? Tell me. Let me know in the comments below. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Bye.